Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the next topic, that is from the second unit, that is bandwidth and bandwidth estimation. So initially we will be seeing about what is in the bandwidth. After that, how bandwidth is estimated, how bandwidth is estimated, and it is find out in the system, in the circuit. So first we can see what is mean by bandwidth. So it can be defined in different forms. The first we can define it as bandwidth is defined as a range within a band of frequencies or wavelength. So it is also can be defined as a total range of frequency required to pass a specific signal without distortion or loss of data. Otherwise, in general, we can define it is as the difference between upper and lower frequencies in a continuous band of frequencies. So, in common, we can say system band is the range of frequency which a system can work on. So, like this, we can define bandwidth in different form. Bandwidth can be defined in different form. So, saying about in more about bandwidth. Bandwidth is defined as the amount of data that can be transmitted in a fixed amount of time. So in communication, when we are saying about bandwidth, in that context it will be defined as the amount of data that can be transmitted in a fixed amount of time. So the bandwidth decides the data transfer rate. Bandwidth decides the data transfer rate. If the bandwidth is too narrow, the data rate will be very less. So bandwidth is the main factor in data transfer speed. So nowadays dynamically channel bandwidth is allocated based on the data rate requirement. So most probably nowadays they are everywhere they are preferring broadband. So what is the how much? So at present situation, when dynamically the bandwidth is allocated, what is the requirement is estimated, so that we can call it as bandwidth estimation. So bandwidth estimation means predetermining or calculating, forecasting, predicting. You can say in different ways. It is an approximation only. The bandwidth estimation is an approximation. So we can compare with the bandwidth can be compared with the roadway system. If the bandwidth is very say if the road is very high, means more vehicles can transfer move here and there. In the same way, if the bandwidth is very more data transfer can be carried out. So next, saying about bandwidth. In bandwidth, if the if it has many number of stages in bandwidth, if a system has many number of stages, all the circuits they will be estimating the bandwidth. If in one place the bandwidth is very small, then it will affect the rest of the places. So that we can call it as bottleneck. That we can call it as bottleneck. So in bandwidth estimation, so generally bandwidth is estimated. So the reason is to optimize end-to-end transport performance, to analyze the network routing. So these are some of the reasons why bandwidth estimation is carried out. By estimating the bandwidth, bulk transfer of the bulk transfer capacity can be analyzed. What is the requirement? What is the existing bandwidth? Everything we can know about this. After the data traffic clearances. So like this, this bandwidth estimation helps in different way. So the bandwidth estimation can be carried out in two methods. One is bandwidth estimation using open circuit time constant, and another one is bandwidth estimation using short circuit time constant. So now we can, in the next class we can see one by one. Thank you.